voice of the Minutemen. Nothing to report. Keep tuned here for updates.
Watch your step as you enter the train.
Only a fucking coward hides.
Come on out. I'll make it nice and quick.
Good afternoon. You're tuned to Radio Free, broadcasting across the Commonwealth. All quiet. Stay tuned for Minutemen alerts.
No need to hide. It'll all be so.
This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet is how we go. Stay safe out there.
But
It's 2 o'clock in the
put
afternoon.
everything to use.
All quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there. This is Radio Freedom, broadcasting all day, all across the Commonwealth. All quiet, which is how we like it. Stay safe out there, people. You're tuned to Radio Freedom, voice of the Minutemen. All's quiet across the Commonwealth. Stay safe out there.
I took care of those raiders for you.
Really? Well, that's the best news I've heard in a long time.
Got a dangerous look about you. Hope you ain't here for me.
This is Radio Freedom. It's for Update report. Keep it tuned here for updates.
Just a
Were you able
hired
to
hand
clear out
doing the
those
job. Not much else to say.
I'd like to trade some items. Took care of those ghouls that were giving you trouble.
You did? That's great news.
This unit is currently in factory. Unit remaining in factory default mode.
Be careful with them tools, Hank. Damn near lost a finger the last time I tried.
Farming's as honest work gets.
Hey,
Make it quick, will you?
over here.
I can do that.
Deacon? Is that you?
Like the disguise? It's Wastelander camo. This is my pile of garbage, asshole. Back off. Good, right? You're lucky I didn't do one of my face swaps, too.
You can change your face?
I put myself under the knife every year or two. New face, new body, you know, the full makeover. It keeps our enemies guessing.
I almost didn't recognize you.
That's the point. So, about the job. The railroad's only recently been using the Old North Church. Our old base was underneath the Slocum's Joe. We had a pretty sweet setup until the Institute found us.
Your base was under a donut shop?
It's a lot better than it sounds. Well, it was, until it was blown to hell.
Tough break.
And then some. The survivors didn't have time to grab anything. So we're getting something important we had to leave behind.
Let's find it then.
We gotta do one thing first. We got a tourist nearby. He or she has information on the base, so let's pump him for information before we dive in. For now, I'll take point. So I'm looking for rail signs, symbols we use to send messages to each other. If you like that, we got signs and countersigns, dead drops, even a secret handshake. Alright, maybe the handshake never got on. Anyway, the tourist should have a trail left for us. Here we go. Rail sign. The arrow in the center indicates a direction. So our tourist is up ahead. Let's keep going. Got another rail sign. Right there. And another. We're probably close.
Always sell what we can't use ourselves.
See the plus in the center? That means there's an ally nearby, our tourist. You take point on the conversation. Look, no matter what he says, you just say, "Mine is in the shop." Trust me.
Hi.
Hey.
Excuse me.
Oh, thank God. Do you have a Geiger counter? Do you have a goddamn Geiger counter?
Mine is in the shop.
Who the hell is he? HQ said they were sending one agent, not two.
Sorry, I'm new. He's just shown me the ropes.
All right. The wall is my witness. I thought I was dead. It's about goddamn time you headquarters bastards got here.
Tell me what's going on.
I signed on for some light recon, but that little Slocum's Joe of yours is crawling with goddamn Chrome Dome synth sons of bitches. The front's fortified to hell and back. They placed mines all over the goddamn place.
They have a minefield?
Yeah, the mother of all minefields. I couldn't draw you a map if I tried.
What do you mean by Chrome Dome synths?
You know, them early model synths. Looks like metal wrapped over mechanical innards. You see them here and there doing who knows what for the Institute.
I appreciate all you've done.
I hope it helps. I really do. As soon as it's safe, I'm getting the hell out of here. So if you need anything else, better ask soon.
Well, isn't Ricky just a ray of sunshine? You think he's telling the truth?
He doesn't strike me as the dishonest type.
Yeah, that's my read too. First rule in this business is never go against your gut. So, if we take him at his word, the front door has mines, synths, and probably other fun and exciting prizes. So, we're going in through the escape tunnel.
The donut shop has an escape tunnel?
What? Doesn't everyone have an escape tunnel? If it weren't for that, there would...
The tunnel has got to be easier than a frontal assault.
Easier, but no cakewalk. You...
Sure. Hey, Ricky.
You need something else?
Ricky, you ready to be a hero? Someone they'll sing songs about? We're storming that base, and we need a distraction. A big one.
It's that important. Well, if I do this, that song better be goddamn beautiful, you hear me? I saw him place the mines. After you get to your tunnels, I got explosives I might be able to use to take out the chrome domes.
What are you planning on doing?
I should be able to pick a path through the minefield. I could toss the explosives at the synths inside Slocum's. Assuming I live through that, the survivors will probably swarm me. But maybe, just maybe, I'll live through it.
That's more of a distraction than I was thinking of.
So you want me to do it or not, numbskull?
Your sacrifice will never be forgotten, Ricky.
Well, if I make it out alive, you goddamn owe me. If not, never let 'em forget good old Ricky Dalton.
Excuse me.
The back entrance is a drain pipe. It's not too far from here. The back entrance is safer, but be ready for Gen 1s and 2s. So it's time you learn why we're here. We're retrieving a prototype developed by our good Dr. Carrington.
What can you tell me about the Gen 1s and 2s?
The synths didn't start off as nigh-perfect copies of human beings. The Institute had to work up to that level of hubris. Gen 1s and 2s were stepping stones along the way. The Railroad's not fully united on how we feel about them.
What's there to be divided about?
Everyone wants to liberate the Gen 3s, the human-looking synths. Some of the synths in the Railroad, like Glory, think we should help earlier models too. But Gen 1s are basically the same as, well, a Protectron, so the line gets muddy. Do we defend AI rights? Terminals? Hell, turrets? Anytime it gets brought up, fireworks. All the old arguments flare up. The upshot is Glory and some others won't run missions like this.
Who's Dr. Carrington?
All goes well, you'll meet him soon enough.
Ready to go.
First step is to override the security lockdown.
Got it.
Never much cared to learn that trick myself.
Hi.
I didn't think I'd ever see this place again. Someone left a rail sign here. This one means danger. Yeah, we know, you poor dead bastard. We know.
And it ain't gonna be me!
Wait, see the box in the center of that rail sign? That means there's a cache nearby. Looks like Maven managed to hide something before... Well, you know. Look around. Hey. Tinker managed to turn on the defenses. Barely slowed the coursers down, but hey, probably saved some lives. I don't think you've ever seen a courser, but they're top of the line in Institute let's fuck up your day tech. There shouldn't be any coursers in here, but if there are, just run.
Someone present. appears to be nothing. Perhaps my sensors need calibration. Movement detected.
There's someone or something else here.
Dead now.
Fresh. Fine place to hunker down.
Another active terminal. We didn't have time to trip the defenses up ahead. Power them up, and we can give our friends a little surprise.
Hostile. Sensor reading detected.
I'd say it's time for a drink.
The sensitivity of my sensors clearly needs adjustment.
I'm through.
Looks like you found a terminal.
It would appear your attempt at
What's your height?
Bye-bye, Gen 1s. Prepare to be shocked. Not every Slocum's Joe has a massive tunnel complex underneath it. We're entering a secret Defense Intelligence Agency research lab, a place that never officially existed. It's called the Switchboard. The prototype is locked up in the heart of the facility.
I'm in.
Movement detected.
Time to stop for a drink, yeah?
Sensor anomaly detected.
fascinating. Overactive sensors. Nothing more.
Please come out.
This ain't no place to dawdle.
I was in error. No enemy
Where's that play button?
Carrington, Stanley, Salis Agrote, Suprema Lex.
Open says me. Thank God someone managed to close the security room in time. Carrington's prototype is in there. So Tommy Whispers didn't make it out. He died protecting our secrets. Let me see. There. Tommy would want you to have his hand cannon. Don't let its size fool you.
Why are you giving this to me?
Our best agents carry special ordnance made by Tinker Tom. He's... well, you'll know when you meet him. Call this gun a vote of confidence. Grab Carrington's prototype. You turn that over to Desdemona, and she'll have to let you into our merry band. Where's that play button?
There we go.
Carrington, Stanley, Salis Agrote, Suprema Lex.
Hostile sensor reading.
Open
detected.
says me. There's an elevator at the end of the hall. It should be a hell of a lot easier fighting the chrome domes on this side of the minefield.
Hey,
What's he?
move here.
My scanners must be malfunctioning.
Sweet.
got away with machines, have you? Lots of fancy machines here. None of them worth a lick.
Movement detected. Curious. Hello?
End of the line. Just power up the elevator.
Going up.
Whoever or whatever you are, I knew you were out there.
Hey.
We got what we came for. Let's split up and meet back at the catacombs.
Was all of that worth it?
All I know is that Dez authorized the op. I just hope we didn't go through all that. And the new guy patched me up, put me on his shoulder, and blasted his way through the rest of the complex. Synths everywhere.
Carrying you the whole time?
Amazing, right?
That's one word for it. Deacon told me you single-handedly secured Carrington's prototype, disabled a minefield, and wiped out 100 Gen 1s. So is any of that true?
We got the job done. Does the rest matter?
I suppose not. I was expecting Deacon to grab a full team, including Glory, to secure that prototype. But instead, just the two of you cleared out the entire switchboard.
You'd be insane not to sign him up, Des.
You've certainly made an impression on Deacon. He's never spoken about, or lied about, anyone so highly before. Welcome to the Railroad, Agent.
Glad to be aboard.
It seems we're very lucky to have you. So you're in. Now we need to know what to call you. Secrecy keeps us alive. Code names are a part of that. So what's yours?
Have any suggestions?
No. It doesn't work like that. Your life, your name, your choice.
Call me Bullseye.
From what Deacon says of your fighting skills, Bullseye seems apt. Your first official order is to deliver Dr. Carrington. his prototype and see if he can use another pair of hands. But first, it's time to meet the rest of the gang. The location of our HQ is one of our most tightly guarded secrets, so be careful coming in or out. You never can tell when you're being watched.
Hey.
Yeah,
Hey.
I'm listening. Given or taken?
Sometimes the direct approach isn't the best to take.
Hey.
Welcome to the family. We're a colorful and arguably insane bunch. But you're stuck with us now. Speaking of which, if you don't mind,
Don't they need you here?
my job's mainly intel. So, the more places I go, the better I'm doing it. And you are just one big, beautiful distraction. Plenty of opportunities to learn secrets moving around in your shadow.
Let's go then.
I'm all ready to go.
After you leave, I get to do a full security sweep before you can get out of here, too.
Hey.
Hey, you. You the new heavy? Bullseye, right?
In the flesh. Nice to meet another agent.
Likewise. Anyone crazy enough to join us is okay in my book. So the switchboard was crawling with bad guys. Mines and shit, too. Any of that true? Or was Deacon bullshitting me again?
I didn't do it alone, but yeah, that's about the size of it.
That's hardcore. How'd you take down the old HQ? Please tell me you didn't go along with Deacon's in and out like a ghost crap.
Let's just say we found flaws in the facility's defenses and exploited them.
I guess that's one way of doing it.
mostly true, but there weren't 100 of them. And Deacon... We got the job done.
I suppose not. I was expecting but instead...
You'd be insane.
You've certainly made an impression. Welcome to the rail.
Mm-hmm. Glad to be aboard.
It seems we're very... So you're in.
Right. Have any suggestions?
No. It doesn't work like that.
Uh-huh. Call me...
From what Deacon says, your first official... But first... The location of our HQ is one of our most tightly guarded secrets. So be careful coming in or out. You never can tell when you're being watched.
After you leave, I get to do a full security sweep before you can get out of here, too.
Hi.
Hey, you. You the new heavy? Bullseye, right?
In the flesh. Nice to meet another agent.
Likewise. Anyone crazy enough to join us is okay in my book. So the switchboard was crawling with bad...
Uh-huh. I didn't do it alone, but yeah.
That's hardcore. How'd you take down the old...
With a whole lot of bullets and a whole lot of blood. Fortunately, the blood wasn't mine.
That's how you do it. Well, welcome to the party. After what happened to Tommy Whispers, we need...
Uh-huh. Thanks for inviting me.
We should... I don't know. Bake a cake? 'Cause that's what you do, right? They call me Glory. The Angel of Death. The ass-kicking poster child of a liberated synth.
I like it.
What's not to like? You're helping out my people. So some advice? Kiss up to Tinker Tom. He's batshit crazy, but he's got all the good stuff.
Sounds like a good plan.
You know it. You take care out there.
Hey, Glory.
Des says we stay here until you leave. No pressure.
What's up? Welcome to the family. We're a colorful and... Speaking of which...
Let's go then.
I'm all ready to go.
Hey, Rook. The name's Drummer Boy. It's my envious job to keep track of all the dead drops and grab incoming agents and tell them where they're needed. I don't suppose you want to switch places.
Sure. Hope you know how to use a minigun. Oh, and soak up bullets.
Yeah, you heavies need a lot of punctuality and attention to detail, right? If so, I'm golden. We'll be seeing each other. A lot. Hi. You didn't see anything suspicious coming in, right?
This is it. It may lack the amenities of the switchboard, but it's safe, and we've taken precautions not to be surprised again. Things are chaotic right now, so there's plenty for you to do.
Bet you never met a synth before, Glory.
Hey.
Up there, assume you're being watched. Always.
Processing. Agent. Bullseye. Your arrival was not calculated.
What do you mean it wasn't calculated?
Temporarily unable to process verbal preliminary adjustments to statistical models I was, am, and will...
Feel free to welcome him aboard. That is all.
Do you work for the...
Yes. My goals and the railroad...
Right.
I provide first-order approximations of the behaviors of all residents of the region.
Uh-huh. What? That's amazing.
Caution. Biological life forms behave erratically, unpredictably.
Just how inaccurate are you?
The smaller the group, and the greater the time frame, the less accurate I become. Operation complete. You are a rogue variable. No current query. What is your point of origin?
I'm from Vault 111, if that's what you mean.
Accessing. Vault 111. Cryo Vault. Believed destroyed. Conversation terminated. Pending construction of new probability matrix. Rephrasing. Goodbye.
Hey.
We're all the synths got.
Word is, Diamond City is under opposition control. You really walked the Freedom Trail? By yourself?
It's not an easy road you've chosen, but you're never alone in this.
Hi.
The census sweep says you're clean. Hooray! We're bug free.
I went through a sensor sweep?
Every test Des would let me run. Full EMF scan, biological sniffers, and other state-of-the-art security. So the sweep says the Institute isn't watching you. Or us. But the tests lie, man. Okay, have you eaten anything out there? Because if you have, they got you.
Yeah, I've eaten food.
Oh, I knew it. The Institute has these tiny microscopic robots in the food, man. And they report back.
Tom, that's rubbish.
You just don't get it, Carrington. The Institute is in your blood.
If true, that's terrifying.
If he had a shred of evidence for any of it, agreed. Quite terrifying.
Okay. If you really want to be safe, let me give you a little shot. Desdemona says no one has to, but it will kill those little robots.
There's battery acid in that serum of yours.
You can't nuke an omelet without irradiating some eggs. You ready to shoot up?
What's in the shot?
Hey, we've got algae, some yummy bacteria culture, and just a little bit of battery acid. But we gotta burn those babies out of you. It's a hard reboot of your system, man.
I don't know.
Fine. Let them hear and see everything. Okay. I hope you like your whole life being downloaded to the Institute's mainframe.
Actually, I dose myself with radiation to kill the blood robots.
I read you, man. Smart. I'd rather have some hair loss than let the Institute win. Hey, you get it, man. I make things around here. You go and do. You do whatever. And come back, and I will set you up.
I'd appreciate the help.
You and me, we will team up. And kick those son of a bitches out of here. Now, I got all these ideas in my...
Got a lot of synths in play right now. Makes things really dangerous.
Working with compartmentalized...
Desdemona told me to give you this.
An extraordinary feat to recover this. But that's hardly the point. Without a lick of training, and us knowing hardly anything about you, Des has invited you to join HQ. It would have been nice if she had consulted with her second. Since you're here now, we might...
What, you don't think I can handle a dangerous job?
The danger doesn't concern me. Your work at the switchboard proves you can deal with that. I just hope the mission doesn't require knowledge about synths and our procedures. Something you've had scant opportunity to learn.
Tell me what you need, Doc.
One of our field agents, Old Man Stockton, needs help with the runaway synth. So headquarters, as always, puts out the fires that others can't be. The paranoid old bat won't even tell us the problem. He insists that we get our intel from it.
What's a dead drop?
Oh, shit. I knew I forgot to tell you about something.
Oh, dear Lord. A dead drop is a mailbox with a rail sign on it. It's a common means of communication for us, so keep an eye out for them. When you make contact with Stockton, he won't give you the time of day unless you give him the proper countersign. The current sign is, do you have a Geiger counter? And the counter is, mine.
You can trust me with this. I'll get it done.
You sound rather convincing, actually. Stockton is a prominent businessman at Bunker Hill. The dead drop will be near there. Use the escape tunnel in the back to get there quicker.
When running synths out of the well, wastelanders can be a bigger problem than even the Institute.
You from one of those vaults? You got too many teeth to be a scabber.
What we building today?
Glad you're with us.
Hey.
What is it?
Pam.
Solving for Theta N when I approaches probability bounds.
Who's that?
Sure, I can help you out.
Hey.
Let's see what I got in my pockets.
Update. Observed unusual activity has ceased. Window
Hey.
is... The package is still in my possession. It cannot remain here safely for much longer.
Hey.
Out.
Tell me. What you want. Diamond City thinks it's got a lock on trade in the Commonwealth, but watch out for Bunker Hill. It has a lot of potential.
Hey.
You called?
Over here.
I'll get her done.
You there. Caravan or raider?
Defenses like that?
What?
I said caravan or raider. Which are you?
I'm here on my own.
Freelance, huh? All right. Come on in, but no gunfire. Market's open. You can do as much trading as you like. Market's the white building with all the fancy columns. Always someone doing trading there.
Huh. Haven't seen you before. If you need a doctor, let's get you examined.
So, you're a doctor?
Veterinarian, actually. And don't give me that look. Bones get set the same way with... So let's talk about you and what kind of help you need.
You're a veterinarian?
I'm an old caravan girl, okay? You learn to take care of the animals, or you don't. Then you get ambushed, a couple of friends and family start bleeding out on the floor, and you learn how to patch. Satisfied? Now let's talk.
Not right now.
Let me know if that changes.
I'm half tempted to join the railroad with all this shit. I don't know. People gotta do something, Dad.
When did you start to care about sense? Hey, you. Talk some sense into my numbskull son. Getting involved with the railroad is just trouble.
It's always good to help people.
I have no problem helping people. Sense, though?
All I do here is help crusty old caravan hands, no offense, go blind off rock gut. At least the railroad's fighting the Institute. And why not save sense?
Might as well go off and join the Deathclaw Preservation Society.
Trying to save synths sounds noble to me.
I'm not alone in this, Dad.
Enough. We got customers. Bar's open. Just don't get so drunk you shoot up the place.
You own this place?
Technically, everything is owned by all the caravan companies that come through here.
Sure.
But as far as serving drinks go,
Which caravans come through here?
pretty much all of them. All the ones I know about, anyway. Don't know what started first, the Bunker Hill settlement or the caravans. But either way, folks need drinks, so I opened up this bar here.
What's your opinion of Bunker?
Honestly, kind of amazed we've lasted this long. We're always one broken deal away. But something keeps this place in one piece. Maybe the... Hey, let's get some liquor in you before...
You have any work?
Well, there is one thing.
Dad, you're not gonna send him on that same wild goose chase.
Hey, he brought it up, not me. As I was saying, before us Savaldis started slinging rotgut for thirsty caravan hands, we came from a line of Minutemen. My grandpop, he died fighting raiders just outside Malden. If you could find any...
Any idea where he might have fallen?
Somewhere northeast of Malden. That's where they found them. The raiders tore them apart, mutilated the bodies. Once, the Minutemen held their own against the Institute. But in the end, even raiders were too much for them.
I'll find your grandpa.
Just be careful, all right?
Fine place to sleep right here. Reasonable rate.
This some kind of motel?
I prefer the term flop house. When caravans pull into town, they need a place to sleep. So did you want one?
How many caravans come through here?
All of them. They kind of own the whole town, but money still has to change hands, so they know Bunker Hill is one big money makes the world go round kind of place. Raider problem? Pay him off. Supply problem? Buy more. Charge more. Hey, weren't we talking about you renting a...
So Bunker Hill just buys its way out of problems?
It's all they know. Caravan folk are money folk. And all the people who settled here... Now, that doesn't mean a Bunker Hill boy doesn't know how to sling a gun. But why waste the bullets if you can buy your way out? Hey, did you want that room or not?
Let me think about it.
That room goes fast. Bunker Hill is like a home away from home. Only place caravan folk have to mingle together, you know?
Well, hello.
Hi, I'm Meg. You new to the hill? For 10 caps, I can give you the tour. Nobody knows a place like me.
Sure, I'll take the tour.
Caps up front. Thank you. The market's in the back, bar's in the corner, and the outhouse is over the wall. Bye.
Here we go!
I might be a doctor one day. Or maybe a sharpshooter.
Been traveling for a spell. I was hoping to have some words with you.
Now's a good time.
I'm used to flying solo, but I gotta admit, working with you makes me think I've been missing out. Having someone watching your back is refreshing, especially since you never know when the Institute is watching.
You've never had a partner?
Not for a long time. Besides, partnering up in the railroad can leave you vulnerable. One more person who can finger you to the Institute. Some people at HQ are jealous. You took the big nap and everyone you knew is long gone. Now, hear me out on the silver lining. If a human in the railroad slips up, then they expose friends and loved ones to danger. You're safe from that.
You saying that losing my boy is a good thing?
Oh, Jesus, no, I didn't mean that. Look, if the church gets compromised and the coursers are on our tail, at least you're not putting more people in harm's way. That's all. It doesn't matter much to me. I'm a synth. At least that's what they tell me. So, I really don't have anything to lose. For Glory and me and the others, it's easier to dedicate ourselves to the cause.
You're a synth? Why didn't you tell me before?
I don't like talking about it. I was one of the first synths they did the whole cranium reboot on, so it was a bit of a botched job. Most synths have fun fake memories. A happy home, a family. Me, I got nothing. And that, well, it does something to you. Since we're traveling together, I want you to take this. It's my recall code. If you ever need to know something about the Institute, read it to me.
I appreciate the trust.
Yeah, well, about that. Don't use the code unless you absolutely have to. It'll wipe my memories. I'm not sure how much of me will even be left. You know, I'd just feel better if you didn't read it until you need it.
Hey.
Sure, I can help you out.
Excuse me.
You know, I'm having second thoughts on the whole recall code. Wait, you read it, didn't you?
No, I haven't read it yet.
Good. Please don't. It'll make it easier to sleep at night.
Got a problem?
Yeah? What?
Welcome, my friend. Might I ask, do you have a Geiger counter?
Mine is in the shop.
You? I was expecting someone of the feminine persuasion. You're with our mutual friends, yes?
Let's say I am.
Of course. You've just joined, haven't you? All you need to know is this is the first stop for all our new packages. So maintaining proper security here and preventing any unnecessary delays is crucial.
A trader always has to move his merchandise efficiently.
And we're all about making good trade routes.
Exactly. My current package has been in my possession far too long. I'm supposed to deliver the package to someplace nearby, but raiders have complicated matters. So, if you could...
Facilitate delivery. I can do that.
We're supposed to make the delivery at night, so once you clear out the The
safer I'm supposed to feel, the more paranoid I get.
Tell the good doc what's wrong with you. Spend your caps, and I'll make it all better.
Not interested.
Let me know if that changes.
Load a little heavy there? I'll buy anything you don't need, and sell everything you do.
Do you have any paying work?
Yeah, I have something. It ain't easy, though. Caravanners just love swapping tall tales. But I've heard one story enough times, there's gotta be some truth to it. Apparently, the Northern Road goes straight through an old military training yard that's just crawling with a horde of feral ghouls. And that's cutting into my bottom line. So you take care of that, and
How many ghouls we talking about?
who knows? The number keeps growing the more drinks the caravan hands down at the way station. No matter how many of them there are, they're scaring away caravans and customers alike.
I'm not doing the job for chump change.
I'm tired of mercs blowing this off. Are ferals really that scary? Fine. Call it 175 caps.
Sounds like you need me a lot more than I need you on this.
Clearing that road benefits everyone. I can probably get Kessler to chip in, let's say, 225 caps?
I already cleared the National Guard training yard.
Well, I'll be. Take this, then. You might want to talk with Kessler, by the by. She's looking for someone like you.
Hey, sweetie.
Best not to talk to the raiders. They can get rough.
Excuse me.
So Deb's been talking you up. Says you get results. I got a sensitive job that needs someone with skills, and more rolling around in their head than marbles. That sound like you?
I've had no complaints so far.
Really? Where have you been all my life? Our town works because everyone knows we got the raider angle covered. The gangs get paid. But Zeller's army is getting greedy, asking for more caps. And after we pay them, the bastards still hit our people. But I found out the army's holed up in an old prep school.
Know anything else about...
It took a lot of favors just to get the name of their crash pad. Judge Zeller runs a strange outfit. Came out of nowhere and now they're players.
Consider Zeller's army dealt with.
These guys are dangerous, so be careful. If there are survivors, rescue them. If any lost caravan hands make their way back into circulation, that'll do wonders for trade. But above all, you're just a freelancer working for yourself. Never even heard of us on the hill, right?
I love old world widgets. Worth a fair amount, too. to the line! Don't mean to make you nervous, but I don't think you're alone. Fight another day, and night, and day, etc., etc.
What the fuck was that?
Really good at this. Too good. We've been making the rounds, doing the job. It's time you learn the big secret. Everyone thinks that Desdemona is the big boss. She does what I tell her to because the railroad, it's my show. It's been that way since I founded it.
You? You founded the railroad?
Sure. Me and Johnny D. and Watts. Hell, that was over 60, 70 years ago. After a while, you lose count. I tell everyone I get the occasional face change to stay anonymous. Truth is, it takes a lot of work to keep this mug handsome. We've come a long way since the beginning. We've done a lot, but we're about more than that. We are the last and only line of defense between the Institute.
How are we defending anyone?
We keep everyone in cells so no one knows just how large our organization actually is. And just people think our missions are all about synths, but there's more going on. We are built. The railroad really is the best, noblest organization that's ever. Where we. I can't keep up with this bullshit.
Traveling with you is never dull.
I aim to please, but there's other organizations out there, and in time, I'm sure they're going to ignore the verbiage and look at what they're doing. What they're asking you to do, what sort of world they'd have you build, and how they're going to pay for it.
So what do you think of the other groups out there?
Love the job you're doing with the Minutemen. Historically, they've been little better than policemen, though. The Brotherhood. Well, I met them on an op in Capital Wasteland a few years back. But now with Elder Maxson, let's just say, not a fan. And the Institute? Well, do I really need to answer that? But what I think doesn't matter. The real question is, what do you think? And at the end of the day, you'll need to make a choice. Make it the right one.
Huh?
Ain't looking for trouble, I hope.
What's the word?
Hey.
Everything looks clear. This is H222. H2, here's the person I talked to you about.
Nice to meet you, H2.
Another person actually happy to meet me. This'll take some getting used to.
Remember what I told you, H2. I'll fire up the signal.
Hey, H2.
From what I've been told, it's probably safer if I don't say anything. I don't want to put you in any more danger.
Keep H2 safe.
I appreciate the thought.
It's just that you guys are all, well, no one's...
Sure.
I wanted to thank you. This world is...
We do all of this to give you a...
You really...
Easy there.
Don't shoot. Bullseye. Right? And my man Deacon. Still with the same old face? What? It's been 3 whole months. You're getting slow.
I keep meaning to go to the face doctor, but who has the time, right?
I heard about you. Walked the Freedom Trail, cleared out Switchboard. Glad you joined the team.
It's nice to meet you.
Honor's all mine. Let's take a look at our friend. Hey, you okay?
A little rattled, but I've never been better. The other man, he said I shouldn't talk too much.
He told you right, H2. You'll need a real name and a new face, but we'll get to that. Oh, listen. There's more of them raiders behind me. Afraid we need a little more help.
What do you mean, a new face?
We gotta file off the serial numbers on new arrivals. Make it hard for the Institute. Most sense going for a brand new set of memories as well. You know, for that extra protection and all. We need to get to Ticonderoga's safe house, my home. A lot of sense fresh off the boat crashed there until we smoke.
You do anything else?
Most of what we do is look after the new guys. They usually got a million questions. We got some of our own questions too, about the Institute. Agents sometimes drop by to lay low if the bad guys are... I'll lead the way.
Hey.
Let's see what I got in my pockets.
be up ahead.
What the fuck was that?
I know you're here.